Hey guys, my name is Matsimio, and today I'm excited to say that it looks like we've learned some new information about one of the operators coming to white noise for Rainbow Six Siege, and her name is Zofia. From the sounds of it, she's essentially going to be Ash 2.0. So her gadget is a double barrel grenade launcher. She's going to have access to two different ammo types. One of them is an impact nade, and the other one is a concussive nade. So she is the sister of Ella. We kind of learned in a few leaks a while back that she was going to be the sister, and so I imagine this stun concussive nade is going to function exactly like Ella's. She apparently even taught Ella everything she knew about these concussive mines, and so I'm assuming they're going to be very similar. To make matters even better for her, her gadget also doesn't require reloading. Apparently it was designed in such a way where you're going to be able to fire off an impact nade and then quickly switch on over to the other barrel and then launch one of these concussive mines through the hole that you just made. Now, some of you are probably thinking right now, and rightfully so, wow, this does sound like Ash 2.0. Why in the world would you ever want to play as Ash anymore? Well, one thing that is worth mentioning is that Zofia is a 2 armor, 2 speed operator. One of the main reasons why people gravitate towards Ash is because of her 3 speed. She may not be able to get hit very hard, but because of her tiny hitbox and the way that she's able to move around the map very quickly, she's just hard to hit. And so Ash may still be that operator of choice to be able to rush the objective, while Zofia will still be able to provide kind of a similar playstyle, but may not be as aggressive. Another thing we have to consider are what weapons she's going to have access to. Zofia is going to be able to use an LMGE and what appears to be some sort of assault rifle called the M762. We have no idea if these are any good. And so if I had to take a guess, and of course this is just a guess because we haven't seen any gameplay, while her gadget may provide more utility, it's got more going for it because it does a little bit more than Ash, I think she's going to suffer in other categories to ensure that she's not blatantly overpowered. We already know that she's 2 armor, 2 speed, so she's not going to have that same rush potential that Ash does. Maybe her weapons aren't as effective, and I also would imagine that her gadget isn't going to be as destructive as the Ash breaching charge. Ash is really awesome at just destroying the wall in front of her and then charging on through at Mach 5 because of her speed. I don't think that's really going to happen if this is anything like the other impact grenades like we have on defense. As you guys know, if you've used the impact nade, it makes a circular hole, which while allows movement between different rooms, it's usually not very fast movements. Unless you line it up perfectly, you're not going to be able just to sprint on through into the other room. Usually there's some debris on the bottom, basically forcing you to vault. That slows your progress. Or you have to crouch under the hole and then make your way on in that way, which also slows you down. And so if I had to take a guess, Ash isn't going anywhere. She's still going to be that preferred operator of choice at rushing around the map at Mach 5, and while Zofia is going to fit a similar playstyle, she's going to take it at a slower pace and provide a bit more utility with her gadgets. Now, one thing this does bring up, though, is an interesting discussion on the concept of having operators that are this similar. One critique I've already heard is that this is a pretty uninspired gadget. This is so similar to Ash, why are you even adding into the game? Well, I think this goes back to what Ubisoft was talking about a couple of months ago, actually many months ago, and that is that if they want to bring in 50 to 100 different operators, eventually there's going to be some overlapping here. This isn't a game like Dota or League of Legends where they can bring in a new character that can launch fireballs. They can't have endless possibilities in a game like Rainbow Six Siege. There at least needs to be something that's grounded in reality. And so in something like Dota or League of Legends, you can have people that can teleport, you can have people that can heal, buff, do all these different things. You can't have that in Rainbow Six Siege. You're limited by reality and what would make sense in a scenario like this, and so it only makes sense that we're finally getting some overlapping. We can even look at Thermite and Habana, for example. They do practically the same thing, but slightly differently. And so I don't think this is going to be the end of having operators that share a lot of similarities. I think this is only the beginning. If they ever do want to hit that 50 to 100 operator mark in the next couple of years, this is just an inevitability, and I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. As long as there's some nuances between these operators and they provide at least something unique to the table, that uniqueness is just going to strengthen the game for the long term. I don't ever want it to get to the point where Ubisoft is so scrapped for ideas that they try to come up with something unique just for the sake of being unique, and they bring in like a stealth operator, for example. That is not a direction I want for Rainbow Six Siege. And so all in all, I'm really excited to see how she works in reality because she sounds like a lot of fun. She seems like she's going to be kind of a shock and awe operator where she's able to open up a bunch of walls and then concuss everyone on the opposite end and then storm on in with her team. In a well-coordinated situation, that could be really exciting, but also really, really annoying. We just don't know until we actually see gameplay, which is in just a couple of days. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about Zofia. Are you excited like I am? Are you a bit disappointed by her gadget because of its creativity? Let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.